Good day everyone. Our topic for today is all about sigma notation. And let's start. What is a sigma notation? The sigma notation is a shorthand for writing sums. It allows us to write a long sum in a single expression. So this symbol is what we call sigma. Pag nakita tayo ng symbol na sigma, ang ibig sabihin nun ay meron tayong i-add. Okay? Example number 1. So this is one of the example of sigma notation. So paano siya babasahin? So we have the sum, dahil dito sa symbol na sigma, the sum of this expression 2x minus 1 as n goes from 1 to 3. Or another way, we have the sum, ito yung medyo maikse, the sum of 2n minus 1 from n equals to 1 up to 3. Same concept, but ganito lang din naman yan. Okay? Next, ang tawag dito is the expression for each term in the sum. So, ito yung magbibigay ng isa, i-add natin. Next, saan mag-uumpisa yung n? Dito sa n equals to 1. This is start at n is equals to 1. And saan yung last? Must be n is equals to 3. By the way, yung n dito, yung letter na maliit, ang tawag doon is index of summation. Okay? So, meaning, yung sum of 2n minus 1 from n equals to 1 up to 3, yung unang term natin, let this n is equals to 1. So, we have 2 times 1 minus 1. Plus, again, meron tayong sum. So, kailangan i-add. Yung n, papalitan naman natin ng 2. Plus, yung n ay papalitan naman natin ng 3. So, basically, we're just adding, simplify natin itong part na to. We have 1. Simplify natin to, we have 3. And simplify natin, we have 5. Therefore, meron lang tayong 1 plus 3 plus 5 or simply 9. And therefore, the answer is 9. And that's it. So, example number 2. So, evaluate the sum of this expression 2n minus 1 from n equals to 4 up to 6. So, we have the solution. Una, papalitan natin ng 4. Bakit sa 4? Kasi sa 4 mag-start. We have 4 minus 1. So, next, 5 minus 1. Plus 6 minus 1. Mag-stop na tayo doon. Ang reason, kasi yung nasa top number must be 6. So, doon tayo mag-stop at n is equals to 6. Next, pwede natin siyang i-add. Simplify natin to. We have 3 plus 4 plus 5. And we got 12. So, meaning the sum of n minus 1 from n equals to 4 to 6 is equals to 12. And we're done. Example number 3. The sum of I squared plus 2i from I equals to 2 up to 5. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? So, ibig sabihin, yung index of summation pwedeng maging ibang letter or ibang variable. Pero, make sure na kung ano yung letter na nandito sa yung index of summation natin, yun din yung letter na papalitan natin dun sa ating expression. Okay? So, gawin natin to. Una, lahat ng I palitan ng 2. Ito yung first term. Lahat ng I palitan ng 3. Lahat ng I palitan ng 4. Lahat ng I palitan ng 5. Next, simplify natin yung bawat term and then i-add natin. So, we have 8 plus 15 plus 24 plus 35 or simply equals to 82. And therefore, the sum of I squared plus 2i from I equals to 2 to 5 is equals to 82 and we're done. Sample number 4. Evaluate the sum of n squared plus a where n is equals to 0 to 3. Now, tingnan nyo mabuti, yung index of summation is n. Pero may variable na a. So, anong ibig sabihin? Hindi natin gagalawin yung a. Mananatili siyang variable a. Okay? So, solution. This equals to, palitan natin ng 0. Sir, bakit 0? Kasi sa 0 mag-start. 0 start, 3 yung last. Okay, so palitan ng 0. Next, palitan ng 1 yung n. Palitan ng 2 yung n. Palitan ng 3 yung n. Yung a, tingnan nyo mabuti, hindi yan nagalaw, hindi yan nabago. Next, simplify natin. This becomes 0 plus a is a. This is 1 plus a. This becomes 4 plus a. And this becomes 9 plus a. Next, combine similar terms. We have 14 plus 4a. Therefore, the sum of n squared plus a from n equals to 0 to 3 is equals to 14 plus 4a, and we're done. Next, pabaliktad naman yung gagawin natin. So, express each of this sum using sigma notation. So, given yung sum, yung mahaba na sum, gagawin natin siyang isang expression lang using sigma. So, ang sabi doon, use the index n, so puro variable n lang yung gagamitin natin, and let n begins at 1 in each summation. So, kanina kasi may example tayo na nag-start at 0. We have n is equals to 0 to 3. Meron ding nag-start ng 4. But this time, palaging mag-start sa 1. Okay, let's have 4 examples. So, yung alternating, nakita na natin to last week. So, balikan lang natin. Paano ba nakakapag-produce ng alternating sum? Okay, so mamaya ipakita ko yung shortcut kung paano gawin yan. So, doon muna tayo sa number 1. Okay, ilang term to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, ililipat natin siya into an expression involving sigma. So, syempre, meron tayong sigma. Next, sabi dun, dapat yung n ay mag-start sa 1. So, meron tayong n equals to 1. Up to ilan? Meron tayong 8 terms dyan. So, ito ay up to 8. Okay, now, itong expression na lang yung kulang natin. Kailangan mahanap natin yan. So, paano mahanap yan? Magbe-base lang tayo sa pattern. Okay, so, notice na yung 1 ay 1 squared. Yung 4 ay 2 squared. We have 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, and 8 squared. Now, kung yung n ay papalitan natin ng 1, makukuha natin ay 1 squared. Kung yung n papalitan natin ng 2, makukuha natin ay 2 squared. So, meaning, etong 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared is simply n squared. Okay? So, yung n squared na yun ang ilalagay natin dito sa ating expression. And, we're done. Now, check natin. Palitan natin yung n ng 1. So, 1 squared. Palitan natin ng 2. 2 squared. Palitan natin ng 3. 3 squared. We have 4 squared, 5 squared, up to 8 squared. Kasi yun yung ating last number. Okay, so let's move on. Number 2. Una, yung 3 minus 5, yung mga minus, yung mga negative na yan, pwede natin i-replace as plus, like this. So, magiging 3 plus negative 5, 7 plus negative 9, and so on and so forth. Now, ilang terms yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, we have n equals to 1 up to 7, kasi 7 terms sila. Next, ang kulang na lang natin dito ay yung expression. Now, meron tayong nakikitang negative, alternating sum. Kapag may negative, automatic meron tayong nakamultiply agad yan sa negative 1 raised to something. So, bakit negative 1? Tingnan nyo mabuti ito. Negative 1 raised to an even number. Ito ay positive. Negative 1 raised to an odd power. Ito ay negative. Okay? Now, kung yung first term ay positive, gagamit tayo palagi and this is true for all. Kapag positive yung una, gagamitin natin ay negative 1 raised to n plus 1. Kapag negative yung una, nauna yung negative bago positive, gagamitin natin ay negative 1 raised to n lang. Okay? So, yung shortcut, kapag positive yung una, negative 1 raised to n plus 1. So, yung gagawin natin. We have multiply by negative 1 raised to n plus 1. So, hinahanap na natin dito is yung expression na magpo-produce ng 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. So, disregard na natin yung negative. Bakit? Kasi ito yung magbibigay ng alternating signs. Now, notice na itong sequence na to is an arithmetic sequence na meron general formula na a sub n equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, ito yung lesson natin last week. So, pwede nyo balikan to. Okay? Now, palitan natin lahat ng information na meron tayo, but huwag nyo papalitan yung n. Bakit? Kasi yung goal natin ditong hanapin yung expression. At makakatulong yung n na yan para makuha natin yung expression na ilalagay natin sa part ng ito. Okay? So, pakita natin kung paano yan. Yung a sub 1 natin ay 3, obviously, first term. And the common difference must be 2. O, paano ba kinukuha yan? Subtract natin. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. And so on and so forth. Next, simplify natin. Huwag niyong palitan yung n. So, alam natin ito ay 7 terms. Huwag niyong palitan ng n equals to 7 to. Huwag niyong gagawin yan. Kailangan iset natin siya na merong n para magamit natin dito sa ating sigma notation. Okay? Simplify natin. We have 3 plus 2n minus 2. Distribute lang. Combine similar terms. We have 2n plus 1. Now, itong 2n plus 1, tingnan nyo mabuti. If we let n equals to 1, 2 times 1 plus 1, we have 3. Pag ginawa natin yung n is equals to 2, 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5, and so on, and so forth. So, meaning, this expression, ang pwede natin ilagay dito sa may sigma notation. And, obviously, since tapos na yan, we're done. Pwede nyo i-check bago nyo ipasa. So, palit natin yung n equals to 1. So, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3 times negative 1 raised to 2. So, ito ay negative 1 squared or positive 1. So, meron lang tayong positive 3. Okay? Next, if n is equals to 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Next, negative 1 raised to 2 plus 1. Ang 2 plus 1 is 3. Negative 1 raised to 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And so on, and so forth. Okay? Ang ganun lang kasimple. Next, sample number 3. We have 1 over 6 plus 2 over 7 plus 3 over 8 plus 4 over 9 plus 5 over 10 and so on and so forth until 95 over 100. Now, malaking clue sa atin na meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hanggang 95 sa numerator. So, anong ibig sabihin? Sigma notation is the sum of this expression na hindi pa natin alam, n equals to 1 up to automatically 95 siya. Okay, so meron tayong clue doon. Next, hanap tayo ng way para maisulat natin yung denominator in terms of the numerator na mag-start sa 1. Okay. So, dapat kasi magamit natin yung concept na yon, yung pattern na yon. So, notice na yung 6 can be written as 1 plus 5. Yung 7 can be written as 2 plus 5. Yung 8 ay 3 plus 5, and so on and so forth, until 95 plus 5. Now, kung papalitan natin yung n nung 1 dito, so, kapag pinalitan natin yung n, ito ay magiging n over n plus 5. Now, kung papalitan natin to ng 1, 1 over 1 plus 5, papalitan natin ng 2, so 2 over 2 plus 5, papalitan natin ng 95, 95 over 95 plus 5. At kamukhang kamukha yun nung sequence na kinukuha natin. Therefore, this is the sum of n over n plus 5 from n equals to 1 up to 95, and we're done. Punta tayo sa last example natin. We have 3 over 2, 3 over 6, 3 over 12, and so on and so forth hanggang 3 over 9,900. We have the solution. Sigma n equals to 1 up to, we don't know yet. Hindi yan 9,900 kasi hindi naman yan nag-start sa 1. Okay? Now, anong expression yun dito? Hindi pa rin natin alam. Pero, alam natin na since puro 3 yung nasa taas, automatic na meron yung 3 over. Kasi yun lang yung common sa kanilang lahat ng terms. Okay? So, simulan na natin maghanap ng pattern. Now, notice na yung 2 is 1 times 2. Yung 6 ay 2 times 3. 12 is 3 times 4. 20, 4 times 5. 5 times 6. 6 times 7, and so on and so forth until 99 times 100. Now, siguro naman nakikita na natin kung hanggang saang term yan. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanggang 99. Okay? Now, since may nakita na tayong pattern na alam na natin na ito ay hanggang 99, so mas maganda na gawin lang natin yung parang strategy natin kanina. So, dito sa 1 times 2, yung 2 palitan natin siya as 1 or in terms of 1. Notice na yung 2 can be written as 1 plus 1. Yung 3 ay 2 plus 1. Yung 4 ay 3 plus 1, and so on and so forth. At yung 100 ay 99 plus 1. Okay? So now, kung papalitan natin yung mga 99, yung 3, yung 2 na to, at yung 1 ng n, magiging 3 over n times n plus 1. Okay? So, let's check. If n is 1, 1 times 1 plus 1. If n is 99, 99 times 99 plus 1 or 100. Okay, so therefore, we have the sum of 3 over n times n plus 1 from n equals to 1 up to 99, and we're done. So, ganun lang kadaling humanap ng pattern. And that's all for today. As always, that's it.